Hi, in this video, and this is quite unusual video, different, it's got nothing to do with sustainability, I'm gonna share with you my recent experience from last week. I got scammed and I lost more than 4.5K online to this quite sophisticated scam, and so I want to share this, and my intention is to lay it out to you, even though it's a bit embarrassing, step by step, so that you don't make the same mistake, right? So let's do it. And before we start, just want to let you know that I have also written these steps in bullet points, and that article is on my blog, sustainablebutterflies.com.au/blog, and also it's linked in the video description if you want to check exactly step by steps, in case I don't remember the exact sequence, how things followed, right? And I'm not gonna edit this video too much, because this is really just about sharing it. It's, there's not any usual sustainability value that I try to give, right? Anyway, so let's go into it. Last Tuesday, I got a call about 4 p.m. from Amazon, right? Amazon support line. A guy with Indian accent introduced himself as Christopher Duncan, right? Calling from Amazon Australia. It was landline Australian number 02 and I could hear in the background that it's like a call center, like people talking and that kind of thing. So I said, yeah, hi Jan, this is me. Yes, I do have Amazon account. And they said, well, there is some suspicious activity, we think, on your account. Have you ordered recently this coffee maker, $230 worth of coffee maker from Berlin, Germany? Or have you authorized someone to buy it on your behalf? Like, do you have a friend in Germany, whatever? Or did you buy it for someone in Germany? I said, no, I live in Sydney, in Australia, blah, blah, blah. Then they asked me, well, do you still live at 58 Flinders Street, Darlinghurst? That's my address. So I confirmed, yes, I still live there. And then they said, well, somebody is trying to make this purchase and has already made this purchase. I haven't been charged, but we have intercepted it because it, like they said, they explained it some way, like it raised some security alert, whatever. And at that point, they needed to contact me because it's suspicious activity. I don't know exact words, right? Anyway, so I said, no, I didn't order it. I don't know what this is, and they said, well, would you like us to help to cancel this transaction, right? Do you want this to go ahead or not? And I said, no, can you cancel it? Like, I don't want it. And they said, okay, but first we need to verify, we need to do some security screening or whatever. So they sent me an email where I got the confirmation of that coffee maker from Amazon, with Amazon letterhead, with everything, my name, card number, blah, blah, blah. So they said, can you check the email? I saw the email with all that. Then they said, can you tell us what purchases on Amazon have you made recently? And I just said, top of the mind, the Matter with Things, the book I bought a few months ago, and I just couldn't remember all the other ones. But then they told me, like, The Brain That Shapes Itself, The Wealth of Nations, and then a few other books, Copywriting Secrets, I think. Anyway, so they told me what I bought. And in my mind, it was like, wow, they know my address. They're from Amazon. They send me that screenshot of something with my name, my card number, and then also they know what the purchases I made. They know so I thought, wow, they are from Amazon. They're trying to help me. That was my thought process, right? I didn't suspect anything at all, right? Anyway, so they said, okay, we can help you, right? We can help you to cancel this transaction, but because it's from you, we can't do it without your assistance or approval. So, do you still have that Visa card ending 1947? And I said, yes. What is that full card number? We need to know this to cancel the transaction. I read them. I said, this is embarrassing, but anyway, I'm gonna lay it out. I read them that full card number with the expiry and also with that 3-digit number at the back, right? And then they said, okay, so now the last thing before we can cancel it is you will get a text message and there'll be a code at the bottom. We just need you to read us that code so that we can authorize this cancellation for you. And then immediately I got a text message to my phone, to my smartphone, and I didn't read the text message, which was a stupid mistake, and I'll explain to you why was it mistake. But I read them the code at the bottom. And then they transferred me to someone else, some supervisor. So they said the whole thing like, hey, can I put you on hold a bit? And then I spoke with someone else, like that kind of thing. So it looked very legit, like they're really doing it, like verifying things and blah, blah. And then either it didn't go ahead or whatever explanation they gave me, I can't remember. I got 2 more messages, so 3 text messages where I read the code at the bottom of the message, right? And I'll explain the messages later. Sorry, no, in case I forget, I'll tell you what these messages were, but I didn't know. They were, well, I didn't check. They were from St. George Bank, and I was authorizing payments to these guys by reading that code at the bottom. So you know, but I didn't read the body. It was a long text message with the bottom code at the bottom, like 6-digit code. Anyway, but I didn't know it then. Anyway, so that's what happened. So once after this, then they said, okay, now this has been cancelled, but you must not continue with this credit card because the credit card has been compromised on your account. So you must change your credit card and you must change your Amazon password, right? And I said, yes, I'll do it and immediately, as soon as we finish this conversation. And they said, one more thing. Yes, the transaction has been cancelled, but there is a $100 like a holding payment or deposit that Amazon is holding or someone is holding. I don't know exactly how they explain it. And that's already been charged. So if we could give it back to you, but we would need a different card number so that we can transfer that $100 refund to you. Do you have a different card number? Can you give us a Master or different Visa card? And I don't, right? I don't have a different card, so I couldn't give it to them. So I said, no, I don't, but you know, I don't want to be charged $100. So look, what I'll do, I will ask my brother or you know, some good friend for their card, and then you know, if you get in touch tomorrow, I will be able to give it to you, right? That's what I told him. And how stupid is that anyway? But that's what I told him. And then we hung up, right? And then the whole conversation lasted about 20-25 minutes. As soon as we hung up, I log on to my St. George online banking because I thought, well, I want to check if something actually has been charged, right? Whether it's the refund or coffee maker, like, is there something going on? But I didn't suspect anything dodgy with these guys, right? But as soon as I logged on, I noticed there were 3 transactions just made, just then. They were all pending, right? One was for $1,850, the other one was for $1,850, and the last one was $900 something. So 3 transactions, total value 4.6 grand, right? And so as soon as that happened, and they were all pending, right, these transactions. So as soon as that happened, I rang St. George Bank, right? And I explained to them what has just happened, and that's, you know, like, what has happened, and because this never happened to me before, and they said that I have been scammed, and if I can read them these messages, because I explained to them what happened. You know, I actually told them someone from Amazon rang and and then in my mind, I stupidly enough, in my mind, I didn't connect this Amazon activity with these guys. Like, how stupid was that? But that's the truth. That's the truth. Yes, it is stupid, but that's the truth. Anyway, so the St. George Bank, they made me read these messages, these free messages, which were authorization of these free payments, the code, right? And it was from St. George Bank, which says at the top of the message, never share this code. And then I am authorizing blah, 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 blah. Such and such number, they were in Indian rupees, so the transaction value was 6 or 7 digits. And then there was, you know, to authorize this, tap this, enter this code, 6 blah, 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 6-digit code. And these were 3 similar messages like that. So the St. George Bank people, they explained to me what happened. And then I said, you know, okay, so what can I do? Can you advise me? So they said, okay, so the reason why I'm telling you is A, do not get scammed like this, and 2, if that scam happens, if you actually lose money this way, this is what I did, because I was a bit confused. I didn't know what to do. So they said, first thing you have to do is we will cancel the online banking. So no one can hack it, right? Because they entered my bank account and my Amazon account, right? So that's one thing. The second thing you have to do, we will cancel that debit card, ending 1947, right? And the third thing you have to do, you have to clean your devices. So my mobile phone, smartphone, they said you have to reset it to factory settings, which I did, and which erased all the password, remembered all the messages, everything. Totally. So I have to resync my contact from my old phone, blah, 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 blah. So that was that kind of high priority or like urgent, like emergency kind of thing, like what to do so that you put out the fire. But then the second stage of this dealing with the bank was about, okay, so I lost this money, but can I get them back? You know, is there something in the banking structure between the merchants that they can maybe put it on hold while is it pending? You know, like I don't know how it works. So I asked them, hey, what can you actually do? Can you help me? And they said, we can't do anything now because it's pending, right? And it's gonna be pending for, you know, few business days, usually 3 business days, but give us a call on Friday, because this happened on Tuesday. So the transactions were pending, but on Friday morning, first thing in the morning, I rang the bank and I said, hey, I spoke with your department, and I spoke with various departments. It was customer service, fraud team, digital team, some other department, and it's all listed in that article I mentioned. It's linked in the video description and on my blog as well, if you want to check it out. But on Friday, when they were no longer pending these transactions, where they already like gone, I don't know if they were gone, but that's what I thought. I asked them, hey, so you told me on Tuesday that you can't do anything while they're pending, but now they're no longer pending, so what can you do now? And they said that because I have authorized these transactions, so it was not like someone hacked and stole money. They hacked my account, they entered my account, but they did not, technically speaking, steal the money, because I authorized these transactions, because I read these codes to them. So they said, because you have authorized all these transactions, it's like a 3-step verification, we can't do anything, because if we go after, because the Visa, like the Visa big company Visa, they will reject us if we go after it as a bank, we will reject us. And I said, well, okay, so the money is gone, right? And that's what they said. And I said, okay, well, I understand it was my stupid mistake. I shouldn't have never read anything like that to anyone. Like, yes, I know, like, it was stupid. But I said, okay, I understood. Is there something I can do in this situation? Is there some way I can, so that at least these people, they can't continue doing this, right? And they said, well, go to department of, and they gave me some department of, I can't remember which department, like securities or not foreign affairs, but I don't remember exact department, but the department doesn't matter, because when I rang the department, they said that I have to go to AFCA, which is Australian Financial Complaints Authority. And I rang AFCA, and they said that they can't promise anything, but they are like a ombudsman who oversees all banks, all financing, financial situations in Australia. That's how they explain to me their role of AFCA. So if you don't know, AFCA is they will help you, right? So I spoke with the guy over the phone from AFCA, and he said that they can kind of push back on the banks, but I had to fill out a form and supporting evidence and and then they will look into it and they can push the bank to maybe give me some money back. We'll see, right? This only happened last week. So anyway, this was that in a nutshell. And you know what happened as well? The guy, the fraudster, he called me the next day and he said, do you have the phone number? And I told him, no, sorry, my brother couldn't give it to me, like he's busy, blah, blah. and I actually reported it to police with that phone number, and this is what happened, so that at least the police they have the Australian phone number and they have my report, so they can look into it and hopefully investigate and hopefully help prevent this so that it doesn't happen to other people, because in my opinion this was quite sophisticated. That's the whole reason why I'm sharing it. Please be careful. Do not do anything like this. It's very stupid, and watch out. And yeah, I hope you have a great day. Bye.